All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. This is Dr. SEGUN King, and you're welcome to day 2 of our 3 days masterclass. So a little bit of introduction about myself. My name is Ambassador Dr. SEGUN King. I'm happy, I'm excited to be teaching and training and helping people to become more. Seriously speaking, becoming the best version of yourself is the best thing you can do to yourself. And I'm prepared for tonight, and I know you are prepared also to get the best from everything. If you missed yesterday, I beg you and I beckon on you to please go to my YouTube channel, Dr. SEGUN King. Of course, subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. I watched the recording of yesterday so that you can make more sense of today's one. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at your screen right now, in your mind, you are already seeing plenty of things on your screen. Okay, you are seeing different words ranging from competency to core. You are seeing things that look like adjectives. You are seeing things that look like verbs. You are seeing things that look like nouns and maybe some pronouns, some words that describe maybe organization skills. But majority of the words here describe one thing, and that is a skill. Majority of the things you are seeing on your screen right now, of course, you should be having a paper and a pen, or you should be screenshotting everything you're seeing on the screen. You're not going to ask for this PDF stand because it cannot be made available. So it's best you take screenshots or you take notes and get the best of tonight's meeting. Congratulations to those that got in early and not late. Okay, so everything on your screen right now is a skill. So are these all the things you have to know and learn to succeed in business? Not exactly, not exactly. But everything I've put up here just shows that life and success is a combination of many things, including many skills. Okay, so I've coined up these little phrases. And the first one is get skilled or get killed. Nobody's killing anybody here. This is an environment of life and life alone. But seriously speaking, in business, you have two options. You have to get skilled or you get killed. When I say get skilled, meaning you want to learn the relevant skills. If you want to be a doctor, there are sets of skills that you have to know. Otherwise, you are not probably even going to pass medical school. And if you pass medical school and get your license by mistake, it will be revoked. It's a matter of time. And that's your career getting killed, shot in the leg. Number two, you either have to build skills or you're going to get busted at the point. Okay, you can use sweet mouth at an interview to get a job. Okay, you can use sweet mouth to become the president of any country. But when you sit on that seat, when you get that position or you become a partner eventually, you're going to be busted eventually over a period of time if you don't have the skills. If you are sweet mouthing and sugar coating things to your people, to your members, to your prospect, a time will come. They will tell you you are either lying, you're hyping, or you don't know what you're doing. And number three, in this industry of network marketing, industry of personal growth and development that has a product or service attached to it, either you go pro or you go home. The easier one is to go home, say it's not working, I've been in the business, I've not been able to sponsor one person, I've been praying as though it's prayer point that makes those that succeed. Some people don't know God and they are succeeding in business, just so you know, all right? Unbelievers are succeeding in business. So it takes more than knowing God to succeed in business. There are skills that are required to succeed. Don't get too spiritual on yourself or too religious. Either you go pro or you go home. And if you go home, anything you want to do at home, you will still need skills to do it at home. So you have to make a decision to go for the phrases on the left instead of going for the phrases on the right. Choose to get skilled, choose to build skills, and choose to go pro. I like to think the reason why you're on this training and not anywhere else is because you want to get skilled, you want to build skills, and you want to go pro. And yesterday, we did say about the 4 stages of your journey in network marketing. The stage 1, I remember, was the dependent stage, like a little baby sucking breast and knowing nothing to do but just to suck breast and sleep. Stage 2 is independent stage. You know what to do, you're doing it. Stage 3 is the dependable phase where you have that relevant skills. You've gotten the right skills, you have built skills, and you have made a decision to go pro. So anybody on the left-hand side here is somebody that is on at least stage 3. Stage 3. Stage 2 is good, but you don't want to remain on stage 2 because a stage 2 leader cannot build sufficient amount of leaders. I say that again. A stage 2 person, somebody in stage 2, there's a level of success. Your success is going to be capped at the point because some leaders will come to your business and they will not be able to stay because they don't see you as a mentor to stay with or to journey with through to financial freedom. So to become a proper success, you want to get to stage 3 leadership, stage 3, and that's somebody that has gotten skilled. The skills we'll be talking about within the course of today and tomorrow, and you have built skills and you have made a decision to go pro. All right, so today's session and tomorrow I've titled these 7 skills to going pro. Okay, of course, you have made a decision to go pro, but the decision is not enough. You have to embrace skills, you have to learn skills, you have to build skills. You cannot hide under your leader forever, and you cannot hide under a company forever. You cannot hide under a WhatsApp group forever, and you cannot hide under a company forever. You will be exposed and you'll be busted in no time. People will be like, if you have been here for 5 years and this is how your life and your skills are, then there is no hope for me, because if I stay like you've stayed, I might end up like you've ended up. And that is a bad testament, a bad testimony to the industry. You don't want to be that kind of a person, and you don't want to be that kind of a person that makes somebody say the business does not work. So what are these 7 skills? I want to make this announcement. This book on your screen is a must read. If you have read this book, put in 111 in the chat box or in the comment section. If you have read, I didn't say you have bought the book. I didn't say you have read chapter 1. I didn't say you have read introduction. If you have read this book from beginning to the end, type in a 111 in the chat box. Okay, I usually prefer trainings that are face-to-face. I like to see that, as in your faces. I like to see body language. I like to see your body posture. I like to see how you sit, how you lounge, or how you sit up. But I'm going to have to make do because this is an online training. But the best I can do is to wait for the feedback when I ask for them. So if you have read this book from top to bottom, give me a 111 in the chat box. Okay, I want to see how many of us, if you're watching this on replay, put it on the comment section. Okay, I might just get back to you with a free gift of this book. But if you have not read this book, please, this book is a must read for anyone that wants to succeed in network marketing. I call it the Bible for success in this industry. It's written by Eric Worre. The title is GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. So I've read this book over 20 times across my 9 years in this industry. And I still have the book at home. I have the soft copy, I have the hard copy. And the things I'm going to be teaching, many of them are from this book. See, this book has to move from logos to Rema. You will not be saying Eric Worre said. They will be reading it in your life. They'll be seeing the skills in your life, not just when you talk, but as you do your business, not just as a member in a group, but as a leader of your group. Okay, so the first of the 7 skills to going pro is the skill of prospecting. Okay, you want to take notes tonight. You want to do screenshots, and I better not steal that phone or you lose that phone. Okay, because every screenshot is going to go. So you want to be writing some things down, and of course, when this recording is out, you want to watch this recording. All right. So the first skill to having success and going professional in this industry, the reason why you have to go pro is because amateurs don't earn a lot of money. If you're still earning $50 a month, $100 a month, it's chicken change. Allow me to call it cherry werim cambia money. It is money for sweets. You can't even afford some sweets. When some people go to London, they say buy chocolate. You cannot even afford those chocolates that they buy from abroad. So the reason why you have to make a decision to go pro is because that is about the only way. Decision is responsible. Decision and desire is what moves you from point A to point B of success. So while you have made your decision to go pro, the 7 skills, I think we might only be able to do 3 or 4 tonight, okay? Because I want us to finish on or before 9 o'clock on the dot. So the first skill is the skill of prospecting. And you might be wondering, what is prospecting? You see, I've put a binoculars here. So if you know what binoculars does, it doesn't just help you to see, it helps you to fish out landmarks, figures, and help you to see them clearly, because you can zoom in properly and focus on what you want to see. It is not everything you want to see. You want to focus on the exact one you want to see. That's why I put that image there. So what is prospecting? Prospecting is a process. You see, it doesn't happen in 2 seconds. It's a process. It will take time. It's a process of identifying and contacting potential. Every word here was carefully put together. You see, it took me almost a week to put these slides together, okay? And I had to make every word worth it. Prospecting is a process of identifying and contacting potential customers or business partners in order to generate new business. The purpose is what I call in order, and the purpose is to generate new business. So prospecting is the way reps, partners like myself and yourself in business, find and engage with prospects. And prospects I define as leads that you have qualified and that are qualified. And that is what sets the sales motion in process. I'll read it again from top to bottom. Prospecting is the process of identifying and contacting potential customers or potential business partners in order to generate new business. Okay. Of course, there are 3 things you can do to make money in this business. Number 1 is to either sell or share the product. Number 2 is to share the opportunity. And number 3 is to embrace more business partners. When you do any of all of this, you're generating new business that will pay you in dollars. You already know that, right? So prospecting is the way where you find and engage prospects. And prospects are leads that you have qualified, and they are qualified. And that is exactly what set the sales process in motion. So there are 2 things. There is the ideal customer and there is the ideal business partner. Okay. Thankfully, the product that we have is for every human being alive, including children. So if you want to define your ideal customer profile, of course, ideal customer profile is a sum of all the characteristics that define the customers who would get the most value from your product. If you were selling, let's say, a Mercedes-Benz car, of course, you should know that not everybody will be able to afford that, and you should know that not everybody will need it, and you should know that not everybody can drive it. So not everybody will be amongst your ideal customer profile. But for the kind of product that we have in Diva Secret International, the ideal customer is every human being with a cell in their body. I'll take that again. In this case, everyone with a cell in their body is your ideal customer. So are there people that don't have cells in their body? I don't think so. Everybody has billions of cells. What am I saying? Trillions of cells in their body. Okay, everybody has cells that make up tissues, that make up organs, that make up systems, and they make up a human being. So as long as the person is alive, in short, dead people have cells, only that their cells are dead. And you don't want to make them your ideal customers, okay? So your ideal customer here is not difficult. You don't need to go through any qualification or trying to qualify your customers. Every human being with a cell is your ideal customer. Note that. So everybody needs your product and everybody deserves your product, whether they are young, they are old, whether they are strong or healthy or have some illness, disease or issue, or they are strong and healthy like you listening. Somebody might say, but DSK, not everybody needs our Diva Secret stem cell because not everybody is sick. You are not correct. Everybody that has a cell that needs to be restored, that needs to be renewed, that needs to be repaired, and that needs to be rejuvenated, need it. So everybody's your customer, your pastor, your imam, your church members, your friends, your frenemies, because your enemies also have cells. People that work in your workplace, people that go to the gym with you, people that make hair where you make hair, people that barb where you barb, people that watch football where you watch football, your neighbors, your friends, your gist mates, your gist lovers, everybody needs it. I hope that is clear. So I think the work we have to do in prospecting is to define your ideal business partner. That is the challenge of the first skill, prospecting, because prospecting is about zooming in with your binoculars to see who is fit and who is worthy. That's the word, worthy. People might struggle to accept that definition because what they want to do is just to enlist. They just want to enlist people so that they can get a referral bonus. As you develop in your skill set, you will understand that everybody cannot be your ideal business partner. So an ideal business partner profile is a sum of all the characteristics that define someone who would fit. That's the word, fit. Who will be a round hole in a round peg. Have I have I brought people into my business that are not fit into the business? Of course, I'm not going to be kidding. Of course. I'm saying A, they are saying B. I'm talking A, they are understanding C. I'm saying this, they don't even understand. They don't even understand simple things, maybe ethics of business. And I'm like, where did I find this person? But you see, I love the person, and I can only hope and pray that the person will develop into that ideal business partner. Because if you have a bank and you want to employ the HOD and the manager of every branch, you look carefully and have a list of qualification. If you put out, an advert for manager of this branch in, say, Oshodi, if 10,000 people come for that interview, you can only tell that only 2 or 3 will make it to the final stage. So why are we enlisting everybody? Everybody that enlists everybody is because they shall want to Kenomero. Everybody just come as you are. You will grow and develop as you go. It's not the best way. It's a way, but not the best way to build a business. Okay, because we all do it that way does not mean that is the right way. An ideal business partner is someone who would fit into your business, who will fit into your team and would get the most value from a business opportunity. Therefore, in this case, everybody cannot be your ideal business partner. Everybody cannot. Some will just be there. Some will not be ideal. Of course, somebody might be saying, DSK, the world is not ideal, and Nigeria is not ideal. This world is not ideal. I know, but can you at least be ideal so that you'll be getting something close to ideal? Okay, so what are the simple criteria that I can tell you to look out for when you are qualifying your ideal business partner? Okay, like for me right now, I must have sponsored over 30 personal people into Diva, and that is even not good enough, because I'm like, the ratio I'm using to judge whether that's good or not is the ratio of those that said yes versus the ratio of those I spoke with. So if I've spoken to 30 persons and 30 said yes, that's 100%. And that is a lie. I've spoken to more than 300 people. Are you surprised people say no to me? No, don't be surprised. They'll say no to Jesus too. So why should that surprise you? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what is the criteria to look out for when you are qualifying a business partner? There are 4 criteria. You can add more criteria for yourself, and you can reduce some from these 4, but these 4 should be your simple criteria. The earlier you use this criteria, the better for you to attract the best heads out there. When UK is saying stuff like we want to, attract the best and the brightest all around the world, I look at them like, what's wrong with these guys? But I also know they are doing it for their own, for the good of their country and their economy. So for the good of yourself and your business, attract people that fit this criteria. Number 1, is the person a self-starter? Okay, if you're catching value already and you're learning already, I know we just started, but if you started learning already, type in yes in the chat box. If you started learning anything already, you started getting value already, and you started, taking things, to note down and start implementing, give me a yes in the chat box, just to be sure that my volume is still good and you can still see my slide. Okay, all right, thanks for the feedback. All right, number 1, is the person a self-starter? So you might be asking, DSK, what does it mean to be a self-starter? In my own definition, a self-starter is somebody that has previously done something before, started something before, and succeeded at it. So question, that person that you are keen on prospecting, what is the evidence that the person has done something before, started something before, and succeeded at something before? Okay, so you want to employ somebody to be the head of your branch of your bank in Oshodi. What are the things the person brings to the table? At times, we get deceived by, this person, if this person enter my business like this, I'm going to shake the world. You're not shaking anything, because you did have a conversation about what the person has done before and how the person wants to repeat that in this business. So we just hope that the person will blow, hope that the person will make sense, and hope that the person will do something. Have the conversation. Tell me about your business journey so far. Tell me about the businesses you've started. It takes confidence to have that conversation. A lot of people say, I beg, see, shall just join. That is why Mr. Ugochukwu Megu will say something like, some of us just take witches and wizards and just bring them into our team. And when the person starts manifesting and flying at night, you start saying, why is this person giving me problem? Where did you find the person is the question? Did you find the person succeeding in something already? That's a simple criteria to know. Number 2, is the person teachable, trainable, and coachable? A lot of people are not. Do you know why? They will tell you, PSK, before they born you, I've been doing it. So we were the first person that brought in GNLD in 1922. Oga, you did not even buy tire with the GNLD. Yes, I just mentioned the company name. You can do anything you want to do with that company name. Is the person teachable? Some people, you tell them join a meeting and they will not even have the decency to tell you they will not join. They will just not join. That's the amount of respect they have for you or don't have for you. You see, such persons will fizzle out as a matter of time. It's not a prophecy, it's a sure word. They will fizzle out. Some will tell you that boy is 14 years old. I made my first million before that boy finished primary school. Hello, what kind of spirits do you have? You might say, this person, he cannot even speak good English. Who English help? Has English ever helped anybody to become a billionaire? You think it's IELTS we are doing here? Is the person teachable? You tell the person A, the person tell you B, C, D, E, F. You are speaking to the wrong person. You are not sent to everybody. Even Jesus said, I was sent to the Lordship of Israel. Oh my God, you are not sent to everybody. You cannot save everybody, and you cannot save the whole world. That is why you are literally using your binoculars to fish out those that can. I'm not telling you to become a boss. Hello, I'm not anybody's boss. At best, I'm just a guide or just somebody to just assist you to understand more, to see more, to do more, to support you to learn more skills. That's all. If we are calling anybody boss, it's because we are just trying to use English to respect you. There's no boss anywhere. Boss is in the realm of employment. You have business partners here, at best a senior business partner. And the person listens to simple instruction. See, instruction is our life, and instruction is not a function of age. You listen to somebody that has a sign or at least the symbol of value that can put that value on you and make you a little bit more valuable. Is the person teachable, trainable, coachable? See, some people, if you tell them I'm doing a training in Abuja and I want you to fly in from Lagos to Abuja, can the person come? Or the person will give you 29 reasons why he or she cannot come. Some people give excuses too much. Some people make a lot of excuses. That's why they can never make a lot of money. Is the person teachable, trainable, coachable? I'm not saying the person should call you sir. Who sir help? Can the person listen to simple instruction? Post this thing, copy my post, paste it, and screenshot. Let me see. The person might not even reply till 3 weeks' time. If you not ask, hey, I forgot. No, you are not being teachable, trainable, and coachable. So result is far from somebody like that. So why get the person on board in the first place? Number 3, is the person passionate, hungry, and driven? You can see the words is PhD. It's not the PhD you get in university. No, it's not that one. Is the person passionate? See, if the person does not share your passion, if the person does not share your hunger, if the person does not share your drive, you will drive the person up the wall. And that's an idiom. If the person is not passionate, you will be wanting success for the person more than the person wants for himself. You will run the person down. Your energy will be too much for the person. The person will be saying kilaju. The person will be saying things like, I'm not ambitious like you. You have contacted the wrong person. This is somebody that says, I want to take it slow and steady. If I've invited you into the business and you are slow and steady, you will walk at your pace, but not working with me. Is the person passionate, hungry, and driven? When the person speaks, do you see passion pouring out of the person's mouth? Some people are so passionate, like they really, really want to get everybody well, healthy, get them getting results. But the person you are even helping self does not even see the sense of urgency. The person is saying, well, I will do it, John. Well, I cannot kill myself. If anybody tells me I cannot kill myself, I remove the person from my business list. You are in my structure, you are in my team, but you're not in my vision anymore. Because who is asking you to kill yourself by this in the first place? People that say they cannot kill themselves are those that cannot go the extra mile. So they will remain ordinary and they can never become extraordinary. Talking of achieving extraordinary results. You can't go even start anything. You can't even achieve the first rank with such people. You can't even work with the person to achieve any rank because the person is not committed. The person is not hungry. The person is not fired up enough to want to do anything. Number 4, does the person have the resources to get started? I think I said this to somebody in the team one day, and of course I don't say it to get any glory. No. The glory of God is already upon me. I don't need any additional man's glory. I said half of the people in my team, I sponsored them to get started. The person said, how? Why? Well, I said, yeah, I thank God for some of them, and for some of them, I wish I never even bothered because it was a waste of money. Do I regret it? No, they got their Diva stem cell pack, and I believe they have used it or sold it and made the money or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, according to a mentor that I respect so much, if business is not you helping people per se, it's not you trying to help people, it's you trying to show people how to help themselves and how to help other people. So somebody does not have as little as $32.5 to start, which is about what? 24,500 in Nigeria. How would the person see money to do data? How would the person see money to even forget it? The person cannot even pay for a Zoom. How would the person even see data to post on Facebook? The person will be saying, I turned off my data. Have you heard people say, I turned off data? It sounds very absurd to me. I know we're in an economy where people save cost. So if it was a proper business, would the person not pay for rent? Would the person not pay, maybe LASMA or Loma bills or pay for shop or pay for... You can't pay all of that. We now told you to do a business that is cheap. You don't have 24/5, and you are disturbing everybody to, you have $1 million vision, but you don't have 24/5 to start. Where did you meet the person is the question. Of course, there are some very few people that you will sponsor them, and it will be the best decision you will make in your life, but not for everybody. And the more you stop doing it, the better for you. So people that don't put their money down into a business don't value it. People don't value Osho free. They don't value free. If people put their money down, they will work their butts off. And I'm not asking you to forgive me for that French. They will work their butts off and do business. But if they pay for, that's why if a leader says, pay for me, I will start, my capacity, that person is a thief. It's not a liar, it's a thief. Say, my capacity, pay for me. What is your capacity? Your capacity that cannot pull out money to start is the capacity I should trust in. You think I'm wearing purpose? So look at these simple criteria. You can add more to these criteria. Add more according to your level. Add more according to your stage. If you are in stage 1, you probably cannot handle all these 4 criteria. You will just be saying, please join me. Just join me. See, you can start that way, but you cannot remain that way. Hey, John, help my business, help my life. Hello, are you taking them to success, or you are taking them to where? So these are the criteria that you should have when qualifying an ideal business partner. I like to think, if you attract only people like this, you will have attracted lions and not goats. You will have attracted giants and not miniature people. You will have attracted, you see, I always say this, either you attract a lion or you attract a cat, and you better train that cat and grow that cat to become a lion, because cats won't give you lion results. Just imagine for a second, just imagine, close your eyes and imagine for a second that you attract 5 DSKs in your team. 5 is too much. Now, what am I saying? You attract 2 DSKs in your team, or you attract 2 Dr. Nonos in your team. Like, are you playing? Like you see, your Thanksgiving will be more than your prayer point. You just be waking up and calling me, DSK, have you eaten? Hope you're okay. I just want to check that you're okay. I just want to check. Is it ice cream you want? Do you want gala? Do you want shawarma? That is what you'll be doing, because you know that business is going to be sweeter. Duplication will be a reality in your life every day. You don't need to force them and wind them like generator. At least use 3 of these criteria to qualify those that are fit for your business and those that are not fit. Okay, so we are moving to number 2 really, really fast now. I hope we can finish at least 4 today. The number 2 skills is the skill of inviting. The first one is what? The skill of prospecting. The second one is the skill of inviting. Okay, so this is how I define inviting. This is my slide, okay? The skill of inviting. Inviting is the process. Okay, just like a guy is trying to date a girl. Is it the first time you invited her on a date that she goes to? Not really. Maybe the girl is just very cheap or she just needs a boyfriend that badly. So inviting is a process of bringing someone into a space, a place, or an environment with the sole purpose of showing them or educating them about what you have to offer. I'll take that again. I like to think you've taken your screenshot already. Inviting is the process of bringing someone into a space, a place, or an environment with the sole purpose of showing them or educating them about what you have to offer. Question: what do you have to offer? Is it a product you want to offer? Good offer. Is it a business you want to offer? Good offer. So it's you have to bring them into a place or a space or an environment. You can't tell me you want to. I have a challenge with those that allow me to use Oshodi under bridge. Oshodi is now one of the finest places in Lagos. I don't stay in Lagos anymore. Okay, but before I left, I know Oshodi is not a very beautiful place. There's a massive train station there, and I think a massive BRT bus. You know, it's just dope, like those stations in Manchester or London, Piccadilly Square and stuff. But Oshodi before, you can't go to Oshodi with your phone and leave Oshodi with your phone now. How? Meaning that the kind of people that are there, they are, if you live in Oshodi, forgive me, but just get the lesson. In that place, if you want to really do something good to somebody, you need to bring them out of that place into a different place. Because if you want to change a goat from becoming a goat, take that goat out of their primary habitat into a neater or a saner place, into a saner space. So you are literally bringing someone into a space or a place or an environment. It might not be a place, it might just be an environment. People said Garden of Eden was not a physical place, it was an environment. I'll leave that argument to the scholars. But you need to be able to bring somebody to a place to show them or to let them see something that you have to offer. So when we're talking inviting could mean giving people the opportunity to partake of a physical meeting. Say we have a meeting at where? Garden Square, and I want you to be there by 4 o'clock. You're going to be meeting some top leader. That's a physical place. I want you to come to Sheraton by 4 p.m. I want us to, meet over lunch or over coffee and discuss something. That's a physical meeting. So it can be a one-on-one meeting. It could be a house party. It could be a team event like we had in Lagos, I think Upper Week. It could be a company event, but it could also be an online event. See, COVID changed the way we do business. People are going back to physical meetings, but people are doing, even GoPro has not stopped being an online event of Eric Worre since COVID. People gather, but there were more people online than in physical spaces. So you need to understand, it doesn't have to be invitation to a physical place or space. It could be invitation to an environment online, maybe a Zoom, maybe a webinar. It could also be a recorded presentation because you are getting the person to see the same energy I'm speaking with right now. It might not be the same when people are watching the recording because there's something about live events when you're joining in live, but it can still suffice a recorded presentation, or you bring them into a 3-way phone call conversation. So they are in the space of your leader, like they are in the environment, catching synesthesis, not just from you, but from somebody else. And ladies and gentlemen, all you're doing is giving them a chance to take a look. Okay? Some professional boyfriends do that. When they ask a girl out on a date, there are 2 answers. Actually, there's 3. Yes, no, and I'll get back to you. Every answer is an answer. Okay? But your job is to invite them to a place or a space whereby they can witness skill number 3 in action, which is the skill of presenting. So we're moving to the 3rd one. The first skill that can help you to go pro is what? Prospecting skills. The second one is what I call inviting skills. Let me go back to inviting. If you cannot invite people to take a look, they will never know what you have. Even if what you are selling is long life, what you're selling is long life, why do you think churches and mosques ask you to bring them as they are? Why don't they say change them inside that gutter? Why don't they say change them inside that prostitute house? Why don't they say change them inside that club? Why do they say bring them? Even if they wear pant and bra, bring them. They will meet with something. Even if it is a underwear they wear, bring them. Why do you think they do that? They understand that there is power in a place or a space. The power is, it could be an influence, it could be an authority, it could be a knowledgeable person, it could be a learned colleague talking and speaking in that place or space. That's inviting. And like I said, all you are doing is giving them a chance to take a look. What does it take to take a look? I like it, I don't like it. Any answer is an answer. Okay, so the skill number 3, presenting. If you are following me, go to the chat box and type in following. If you are following me, go to the chat box and type in following. Let me see those that are following. If you are following me, type in following in the chat box. If you're watching this on replay, go to the comment section and type in following. Okay, we are on number 3. We're going to finish on number 4 today. If you're following me and you're not sleeping on bike, type in following. Let me see those that are following. Okay, Dupe Victoria, that's good. Okay, Metron is following. Joy Diva is following. Ismail is following. The rest people, what are they doing? You are watching Barcelona. See live, inside life. Okay, all right. Some people are following. That's good. Bumper to bumper. Doctor, okay, I hear it's David. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, that's great. Let's continue. The skill of presenting. You see this skill? Out of the 7 skills, if there's anyone that I will score highest, is this one. And it is shocking because this is the one I'm never supposed to score any score. I'm not talking down on myself. No. See, before I was blind, now I see. So I'm talking before. I will talk about now. Anybody that knows me growing up, whether you're watching live here or you're watching this on replay, you'll be able to testify that I grew up as a chronic stammerer. Stammerer is good now. So there's stammerer and there's chronic stammerer. I'm not supposed to be able to address anybody. I'm not supposed to be able to even sing inside the shower. I'm not supposed to be able to stand and my leg will not fall down. The way I stammer, the way I used to stammer, I mean, I'm afraid of myself. You see, when they say stammerer must call his father's name, at times when stammerers don't call their father's name, I still do small, but I think I've overcome it to a large extent. How I started talking, I don't know. Some miracles you can explain. So people that don't believe in miracles, it's because you have not had one. I believe in miracles. How I started talking, I don't know. How I represented Command Secondary School in competitions from SS1 to SS3, I don't know. How I was the president of Science Club in my set, I don't know. How I got 8 distinctions and 1 credit in school, I don't know. How I succeeded, I don't know. But I just found myself talking. So now, they don't, anywhere I go now, I talk. But before, I would hit my hand on my laps, I would stamp my leg on my feet, and I'll even be crying. They bullied me so bad, but you can't try it now. I'm going to squeeze you alive. But my point is, no matter where you are in life, no matter how introvertish you are, did you see that word? Introvertish. Okay, some said, TSK, I'm an introvert. No, you have not met me when I was young. It's network marketing and sorry, it's my life as a banker that really made me an extrovert. It's network marketing that made me an extrovert. Anybody can shift. You can become anything you want to become if you make a decision. If I want to be a pilot today, at this old age of mine, I can start from year 1 of pilot school, and I'm still going to drive an aeroplane in this life. So don't tell me you are too old for anything. Don't tell me this is the way I've always been. To say this is the way I've always been is to surrender to default setting and to surrender to the kind of result that your life is currently displaying. Somebody says, I don't like to talk to people. Hello, how did you talk that thing you just talked to me? Am I not a people? Am I not a person? So the skill of presenting can be learned. It is fear. The fear of speaking is one of the biggest fear in the world. I know because I had it before. The fear of height and the fear of speaking are one of the biggest fears in the world. And no fear is supposed to hold you down because every fear has a solution. So this 3rd one, people run from me. They say, whoa, please just, I will invite you. My leader will present for you. I will invite you. Dr. Nana will present. I will invite you. DSK will present. What happened to you presenting? This man standing here, you don't know what he's dealing with in his life, yet he's standing in front of people. See, the person talking on the Zoom or the person standing in front of the room has more respect than you that invited them. So the earlier you stand up and start talking, The earlier you start saying, DSK, I want to start doing my Zoom, even if I do it terrible the first time, the second time cannot be as terrible as the first time. I challenge you and I charge you to start it. You are not, see, the only way to learn to do it is to start doing it. The only way to learn to pray is to start praying. The only way to learn to start driving in your street. The only way to learn to sing is to start singing. Sing off key today, you will sing on key tomorrow. So what is presentation? It's a skill and it can be learned. Nobody, you think I was born talking? I like to think my mother used to cry, but it's fine. But and I was very fine when I was young. I'm not that fine again, but as my mother would be like, I'm too fine by today, it's time about. But today, she like, hey, this guy, you can't even stop this guy from talking. So presentation is giving a talk in which a new product, an idea, or a piece of information, a piece of work is shown and explained to an audience. And of course, you already know the purpose of presentation is to inform, persuade, inspire, motivate, or present an idea or a product. It's not rocket science. Some of us in university, we presented our project to people now. Whether they gave you 5, they gave you 4, they gave you 3, at least you have graduated today. A guy, you must present yourself to a girl. You open your mouth and tell the girl what you can offer, what you bring to the table, before you start asking her what she brings to the table. When you go for a job interview, you present yourself. Even God asks us to present ourselves as a living sacrifice. So you will keep presenting every day of your life. Why can't you present to show the good value you have in a business? That is the reason why people don't want to do business, because they don't want to talk. Are they going to beat you when you talk? What's the worst thing that no? They will say no to you today and no means next opportunity. The purpose is to, inform, persuade, inspire. If you don't present to persuade, if you don't present to motivate, you will present to beg. Those that are begging you urgent 2K, don't you think they are presenting something? Some people will present lie. They will package lamba for you like this. Say, I'm going to see my auntie, but she's not around, on my way back. See, they are giving you presentation and you're saying, yeah. And you have a business idea you cannot present. Okay, presentation can be physical or online. Of course, I explained that already. You can either do it in a one-on-one meeting. You can either do it in a house party, okay? If you are comfortable with using your houses for things like that. It can be a team event. It can be a company event. But here, there's a physical meeting and there's a physical presence, okay? Some people do better in physical meetings. Some people are shy. They like to talk behind the laptop. I've learned how to do both well, and you should learn how to do both well. Online is Zoom, webinar, 3-way call. Please, if you want to get excellent at presenting, listen to good presenters. And I cannot even recommend anybody per se to you because there are lots of them out there. But you can start by following my YouTube page and look out for presentations, look out for how I talk, how I present. You can start from there, then graduate to maybe bigger speakers or bigger presenters, like Eric Worre and the likes. Okay, so that's presentation. So I'm going to give you some tips. Okay, I can't teach you presentation within 10 minutes, but I'm going to give you some tips to having a good presentation. Okay, we have only about 5 to 10 minutes more. Number 1, understand your audience. That is why it's good to know who you are speaking with. If you tell me to do a 3-way call, just so you know, 3-way call is a presentation. A WhatsApp video call is a presentation. A WhatsApp call is a presentation. A one-on-one is a presentation. A Zoom is a presentation. As long as you are presenting an idea, a product, a service, or a business, you are doing presentation. If you are toasting a girl, you are doing presentation. If you're applying for a job, you're presenting yourself so that they can know you, whether you are the right person or the wrong person. Okay? So number 1, understand your audience. Are you talking to young people? Like sometimes I say things like, forgive my French, because I know I might have used an urban word like guy, that's for Gen Z, okay? You have to be able to fit in. When I'm talking to elderly people, you have to be respectful to use a lot of sir, ma. Even if I'm not sure of your age, I'll use ma. So let me call a younger person ma and be wrong than to call an elderly person oh boy or oh girl. Understand your audience. Number 2, use a compelling hook. Always start strong. People know whether to stay with you or to keep listening within the first 5 seconds. If anybody start talking and they go, you see, actually, it's like when you start like that, you have lost me and you have lost a lot of people. People's time is too precious for you to be wasting it saying, what the hell are you doing? Get out of there. Get out of there. Send somebody else's recording to them instead. Use a compelling hook. Speak with energy. Energy is equal to life and life is equal to energy. You don't have to shout. You don't have to be as passionate as DSK, but come on, better use some energy. You can't be speaking as though you're having a bad day and you want to give people good opportunity. It doesn't rhyme. You can't be looking or sounding like a nightmare saying you are presenting a dream. Which dream? Use the dream first. Okay, you have to state your purpose. The purpose of this presentation is to blah, 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 blah. The purpose is not to do this, but to do this. Like, this is not a diva presentation. No, it is not. This is a training. This is a masterclass to teach you the skills to help you to go pro. I said that from the beginning so that if you came for diva presentation, you can sign out or excuse yourself and go and ease yourself and go there, go home from there. You also have to introduce yourself. At the start, I showed you a whole slide telling you who is speaking to you. In case you don't know or they did not tell you who the person is, they just say join, join, join. It's good for you to know. Introduce yourself. And you have to maintain enthusiasm. If you're not sounding happy, why should your audience be happy? People need happiness to make decisions. Okay? I know people are listening from outside of Nigeria, but if you're in Nigeria, you can tell that a lot of people are depressed and stressed. You don't want to add to their depression and sounding dull, sounding as though the world has finished you, or you have finished the world. You don't have any business presenting that day. If you're having an off day, close your mouth and go and sleep. Wait till your energy is high so that you don't dull people. Then you have to ask thought-provoking questions. Let people think. That is what I like to do. They might be provoked, or at least they are provoked to something. To provoke somebody is not a bad thing. Even the Bible says, let us provoke ourselves to good works. See, don't be offended when somebody speaks to you and the person gets you thinking. The person might have done you a favor of a lifetime. The person might have got you thinking, hey, Shana, so my life could it be? Is this how I'm going to always be? Like, at this age, am I supposed to be at this level? Like, as in, my finances, can't it be better? When you are provoked, you will make decisions. You will be like, no, I can't remain small. I like to do that. And I learned that from some mentors. There's some mentors that I learned it from. I learned how to ask and present in a thought-provoking way. Also share things about yourself. Be very honest. Nobody is perfect anywhere. If you are perfect today, you will rapture tomorrow. Okay, so if you are ready to go, be perfect today. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress. Share, surprising things about yourself. I just told you I was a stammerer. Are you going to beat me? You cannot beat me. You can't do anything about it. If you want to use it to laugh at me, don't worry. That's your problem, not my problem. So, share interesting things about yourself. Let people know that you are genuine, honest, humble, and ready to learn. And tell stories so that if people forget what you share, they will remember the story, and the story will link them back to the main story and the main topic you're sharing. Because people like to travel while you're talking. Get them to travel and get them to come back. It's a skill. You can learn it, and you need to learn it. And the last step is thou shalt never be boring. People don't forgive boring people. They will be pressing phone. Yeah, it's a little rude, but they cannot allow your boredom to come and kill them. When your energy is low, or you are talking and you are scratching your head, you are scratching your trouser, scratching your wig, excuse me, there's nothing you are doing there again. Just close the meeting and go home. Thou shalt never be boring. That's the only rule I can give you. Every other rule, you pick it up as you go. Okay? The fourth one and the last one for today. Okay? There are 7 skills, and I'm going to stop at this number 4. Is the skill of following up. And I've titled following up, I've defined it as a kind, gentle, smart, and tactful way of creating further exposure for your prospect. Excuse me, it is not the first day they showed you diva that you paid. They probably showed you 20 times, and the person probably got tired of showing you, but the person just received extra grace to follow up with you once more. But you see, there is a smart way to do it, and there is an annoying way to do it. Following up has to be kind. Let the person know that let the person know that it is your own that I'm doing. Let the person know that it is for your good. Let the person know that it's because I cherish you. Let the person know, like just Nona was saying, there was a day she called me and she said, PSK, she calls me that. And PSK, go make sense if this thing go plumb and day. That thing got me to be very honest. Of course, maybe she has tried other ways. Imagine her following up with me for almost 6 months. Man, Doc, if you're on the call or you're watching this on replay, kudos to you, man. Your follow-up skills was top-notch. And I'm sure I was worth the wait, right? Okay, all right. So it has to be kind. It has to be gentle. It has to be smart. Don't be a nuisance. I'm going to repeat that word. Don't be a nuisance. Any moment you have sent 4 a.m., you will not even let the person sleep. Where are you from, for God's sake? It has to be tactful. Don't repeat the same message 5 times. The person heard you the first time. He did not just have reply for you. First time, you can talk about your product. Second time, you can share a testimony. Third time, you can share maybe somebody that ranked up. Fourth time, you could share an important development about your company. Don't do it every day. Rest now. Come on, Zikwanike, rest. Have other people that you speak to so that the person will not think, is it only me you are prospecting? Some people can even get offended and block your number, block your line, and block you from their life. Is that what you want? You have to do it smartly, systematically. You can even put, this is a kind reminder. I just thought to check on you, and I'm expecting that you're going to give me a positive feedback about what we discussed. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Put a prayer join there. Leave it there. Maybe 2 weeks' time. I'm just checking on you. Hope your day has been good. Oh, man, I'm just excited. We had a wonderful testimony about liver stem cells. Somebody that had cancer. Share it. I just thought to share with you. I'm excited and I can't wait for you to enjoy these privileges. Bam, stop it there. The next day, man, I'm going to be in town. Are you available? We can meet up over a cup of coffee. Don't be a monitoring spirit. Don't do it every day. Give the person time. Okay, you want the person's success more than the person wants it, Abi, Shebi, that's it. But the person will never see it that way. One of my leaders is going to be speaking on a training, and I love him so much. The guy's energy is energetic, is passionate, and if you're going to be, free, you could clear up your schedule. It's going to be by 7 p.m. Is it okay if I send you the link? You are just sending link. The person will block you. Alone, the person must block you. See, don't send unsolicited link. Ask, is it okay if I share the video of yesterday's recording? If the person does not reply, it means it's a no. Be smart. Be smart. All the people that finish their business, be smart about it. Okay? Okay. All right, man. I sent you a message. I saw that you did not reply it. I just want to check if you're okay. How is the family? How is daddy? How is mommy? Stop there. If the person is not replying you back to back for maybe 3-4 messages, don't send the message till 3 months again. Give the person space. Maybe the person is not ready yet. Maybe the person needs further exposure. Maybe the person needs to hear from somebody else. Maybe you are not even presenting well. Maybe you are not even speaking well. Maybe you are even not, maybe the person does not even like you and you think the person is your friend. How about that? Okay, so why should we follow up? Eric Worre, my mentor and one of the biggest trainers in network marketing globally, says 4 to 6 exposures are required for the average person to make a decision. Excuse me, PSK, I am not average. And if you are not average also, then you probably did not need 4 exposure. I don't know how many exposures I got, but maybe what I needed was just the right timing. I didn't need more exposure. I needed the right timing. The business is beautiful for you, but the timing might not be good for somebody else. Somebody might have to resign before they do this business. And that's the truth. Let's be honest here. Let's be vulnerable. Somebody might need to be sacked first before they say yes to Diva. Somebody might need to have somebody that has an issue before they see a need to buy the product. Somebody might like 24,500, but when the person has a serious issue, the person might consider buying it and using one stone to kill 2 birds, because the same money to buy the product is the same that will register you. Somebody might need to maybe get sacked in their office. Somebody might need somebody to harass them for 20,000. And you say, you know what, I'd rather register you in this business that Mr. Lakbaja has been disturbing me about than to give you the money. Somebody might need to have a niece worry you for urgent 2K, and you're so annoyed and say, stop begging me for money. Let me give you a business to do. Somebody might need a better timing. So And you cannot adjust the person's timing because it is not your life. So the average person needs 4 to 6 exposure to make a decision. If you didn't need 4 exposure, congratulations, you're not average. But most people are average, right? The person might need to see different angles and aspects of the business before they make a decision. They might need to see that, okay, we are earning in dollars here. Really? Are you sure? Okay, that's a good one. You mean I can have business partners in Ghana? Oh my God, are you kidding me? You mean I can have business partner in Saudi Arabia? Oh my God. You mean liver stem cell works for HIV? Are you serious? You didn't tell me. Oh my God. Are you telling me if I do a silver package, it's cheaper for me? Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that diamond pays 40%? Oh my God, my last business was paying me 20%. See, the person might need to see different angles to it. You cannot give all the person all the angles in one Zoom meeting. It's a lie. So be patient. The person that said no to you yesterday can give you 20 yeses tomorrow. If you abuse the person today, you block the person today, what have you gained? What have you gained? What have you gained? The person needs time to get to a tipping point. Some people, by themselves, they will call you, say, oh yeah, Mrs. Jessica, please give me your account number, let me pay now. You might not know what has pushed the person to ask. At times, there's a business partner that just said yes to me not quite long. She said she had to pray about it. You see, at that point, I wanted to misbehave and behave like a pastor. I was trying to answer the person's prayer point as if I'm the person's God. That was wrong, and I apologize for doing that. I had to give her enough time to pray. The person is not praying to me. I'm not the person's God, and I'm not the one answering the prayer. And God, people receive answers in different ways. So allow the person to get to a tipping point. If you force the person to pay, you force the person to join Zoom, you will be so tired, you will wish the person to join you. The referral bonus that you got will soon finish. And all you'll be left with is you struggling with the person. So allow the person time. Okay? So we're going to stop here today. Okay? Before you sign out, before anybody signs out, I want you to go to the chat box. If you have learned anything from the first skill of prospecting, from the second skill of inviting, to the third skill of presentation, to this fourth skill of following up, go to the chat box and tell me what you've learned. Okay? Go to the chat box. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to the comment section and tell me what you've learned. And I'm going to unmute for 2 persons to share with us what they have learned from today. Very, very, very important. Tomorrow is going to be day 3 and the grand finale of this 3 days masterclass. Okay, tomorrow is going to be day 3. Tomorrow is what? Thursday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time will be the grand finale. And we'll be talking about the last 3 skills. Those last 3 skills are the ones that can get you to ₦1 million a month or $1 million a month. If you wanted to earn 100,000 naira a month, you could have stayed on your job. That's the truth. You would have stayed on your job. You would have stayed with that former business, but you wanted to earn something bigger, something larger, something more juicy. That's why you came here. Okay, and there are skills. All these skills take time to learn, and you could compress time and learn them in a matter of weeks. Honestly speaking, you can learn them in weeks. Okay, so we have talked about the first 4. The last 3 we'll be sharing about them tomorrow. Okay, so if you have learned anything, Dr. Nono is on this call. Amazing. I have PhD in follow-up, where the P is patience, honesty, dynamism. You are just amazing. Only you could have shared Diva with me to say yes, right? Okay, we're going to, I want, if you want to share with us what you've learned, what you have learned tonight, I want you to raise up your hand, okay? I want you to use your hand to do yourself. You know, the doing is a good doing. I want to use your hands to show yourself. If you want to share with us what you've learned, oh, okay, all right. 1 person's hand is up already. Amazing, great. Okay, all right. I'm going to unmute Mr. Ismail Hussein all the way from Saudi Arabia, and after he speaks, Dr. Nono Oji Maduba from Lagos, she's going to share with us something. There's always an extra. Okay, she's going to share with us that little extra in about maybe 2 minutes. But I want Mr. Ismail Hussein in just 30 seconds. Okay, I've asked you to unmute in just 30 seconds. Tell this house, tell everybody here what you've learned and what you want to do differently going forward with these first 4 skills that we have shared. The floor is yours, Mr. Ismail.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. King. The presentation is very powerful, and it's really, it's the master course. So there are so many things you are talking about, but the things that draw my attention is the presenting. And you said that in presentation, there is the only way that you can master the presentation is to present. There is no way that you can master the presentation unless you start it by your own self. So the first step is to start presenting by your own self and do not wasting time. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You see, you were here yesterday, and people that respect, value, and appreciate training, I have a special love for them because those are the ones that will succeed and make sense. If anybody cannot make sense of training, if anybody cannot value training, the person cannot impact. This business is not buying and selling. It's not sharing with him. It's not about selling diva stem cells. It's about raising a community, a business-minded people that you can give them value. If you see, you have diva stem cell, I have diva stem cell. That pharmacy has diva stem cell. What will the pharmacy give you? Diva stem cell. What will I give you that is different from what you will get in the pharmacy? There's got to be value. You can't be empty-headed and want your pocket to be full. It is not possible. So thank you. You joined yesterday, you joined today, and I can literally bet all the certificate I've gotten in my life that you will join again tomorrow. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Presentation can only get better for anybody that continues to present. I wish we had more time to unmute more people, but I'm going to leave the floor for Dr. Nono Ojimaduba, an amazing person. See, if you want somebody, if you want to learn from somebody, if you want to learn, there are more skills. There's mental toughness, there's doggedness, there's more skills. But this 7-1, she embodies all of this and even much more. Okay, and I want her to speak with us. Maybe for a minute or two. I hope she's in a comfortable place where she can speak and talk, because she's always from meetings to meetings to meetings. She's always in phase 1, activity mode, and that's the way it should be. So Dr. Nono, I've made you co-host. Please, in just 60 to 120 seconds, could you share with us maybe the little extra juice that people can take to bed for day 2? I've made you co-host. The floor is yours, Doctor. Okay. Just maybe. Doctor, are you in a place where you could share?
Good evening, everyone. Yes, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, ma'am. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this second day. Fortunately, I was not able to join yesterday, but I've been listening to the recording yet to complete. But today has been awesome, and I'm very happy with the people who are on the call, because quite a lot have one or the other issues in these 4 different skills. So I'm hoping and praying that people actually take this thing seriously, and not just, okay, we are seated on a Zoom, we want to be 16 in number, want to be 19, you understand? But actually put this to practice. Please, it starts from number 1. It starts from number 1. Even though all of them are so important, it starts from the prospecting. If you are actually looking in the wrong space, no matter how great you are with inviting, or with presenting or follow-up, you are in the wrong space. So if we actually follow these skills one by one and really ask ourselves, which do we get wrong? And to be honest, many of us think that presenting is where we get it wrong. No. Before we get there, prospecting is where we get it wrong. Sometimes we are prospecting the people that have no business doing business with us. As one of our mentors would say, we're just inviting witches and wizards into our business, and you will know a little bit too late. So as people are watching you, you too, you watch people on Facebook, on Instagram, you study people. Really, take more time studying people. Take more time studying people so that you know exactly when the person really, really needs an opportunity. It might be just right there before you. You may be chasing people who don't need the opportunity and be leaving behind those who are ready for an opportunity. And once you get prospecting right, oh my goodness, if you've taken time to get the right prospecting, then nobody will tell you how to invite the person for an opportunity. And nobody will tell you how to present that opportunity. And for sure, having gone through the rigors of 1, 2, 3, nobody will remind you to follow up on your prospects. When DSK was talking about just flooding people's timelines with or people's chats with information of your business, my brother, my sister, no matter the business, if you are still here flooding people's timeline with diva, I'm not happy with you. Me self, if I was in person's shoes, I'll block you. It's not because we're in the same company that I will support you to do something that is not right. You don't just enter someone's DM and just be putting links, be putting testimonies. Sometimes, if you're not even in the frame of mind, some of these testimonies can look very gory. Like the one of today of the diabetic food. I mean, just imagine you are somewhere, then someone just sends you a diabetic food and tells you, let me just give an example, Jixi more. I mean, you will not block the person. No, you don't block the person. So imagine you are the one. Maybe you are dealing with one of your children is not feeling too fine. You are giving the child paracetamol. You just say, let you open your phone. Then you see, a private part with rashes, and they say, Diva has sorted it out. I mean, you want to slap the person literally. So let us engage them. Let's follow due process. It's a profession. Everybody here is in one profession or the other before network marketing, and you know what the protocol is. Let us follow the protocol of network marketing, and let's uplift the industry of network marketing from a buying and selling jobless people kind of thing to something prestigious where people will really think twice before they get in. Thank you very much, everyone, again. And DSK, a lot of kudos to you. Today, we were just thinking about you and how you really had to step down to pick up everything you needed to pick up before launching again into the space. I mean, we all know what you are about in network marketing, but again, you follow the protocol. When you are beginning something, you drop all your airs, you learn what you need to learn. Then who will disturb you? You pick your airs back, and then you fly. You don't come in and say, oh, I am all that, and you've not really learned the rudiments. So kudos to you, and the results are showing. We are very proud of you, and we're hoping and expecting more from you and your business partners. And for every other person on this call, let's just do the protocol. Let us follow due process, and the sky will be the starting point for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Nono Oji Madugba. Massive respect and kudos to you and Chairman, Mr. Ugochukwu Madugba, for all you guys do for this team. And thank you for that powerful closing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to draw the curtain on tonight with this word. If you don't do the process, you are not going to become successful. The process is not beautiful. Yesterday, I said growth is an uncomfortable process. Whether you are trying to grow from a single guy to a married guy, whether you are trying to grow from a single girl to a married girl, whether you are trying to grow from a single girl to becoming a mother that is carrying a baby. Growth is an uncomfortable process. Drop your ego. Your ego is not your amigo. Drop it. Learn what you need to learn. Stop telling me I know what to do when you don't know what to do. Okay, this will be on recording. I'm going to go through the process of putting this on YouTube. Please, the least you can do, the least gate fee you can pay for this training is to make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, Dr. SEGUN King. Turn on your notification bell to get anything. It's the least you can do. This training is free. It's the least you can pay. Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Watch this on replay. Share this, and we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be shamazing. It's going to be like a shabang. 7 p.m. I'm on. And Mrs. Joy was the one that saved the day. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Joy, for saving the day. She knows what she did. So we will see tomorrow, Nigerian time, 7 p.m. God bless you. Let us go and win. Let's go and learn more skills, build more skills, become more and achieve more results, and be proud of the industry, and the industry should also be proud of us. Thank you very much. God bless you. And this day 2 has officially come to an end. Good night, everybody. Bye for now.